name is Shannon. I have the great honor and privilege of being the driver for Livagon, Portugal. I want to welcome you all to batch 337 Demo Day. Obviously, due to the current situation, today's Demo Day is being hosted remotely, which is a first time for us. It's the first time we've ever done a remote Demo Day. So I just want to start off asking for everyone's patience. I also want to ask everyone that's watching from home to go ahead and send their good vibes virtually to the 3 teams that will be demoing tonight, because I think we can feel it. There's many firsts for tonight with our demo days. With this demo day. So it's the first time we're hosting a demo day virtually, and it's also the first time in Lisbon that we're having a part-time batch graduate from our web development bootcamp. I think in the last years, we would ask people, okay, what are you willing to give up to learn how to code? And oftentimes the answer was they're not willing to give up their job, basically. Which was a big challenge for us in our mission of bringing tech skills to as many people as possible, and because most people can't afford to take 9 weeks off, and which is what brought us to developing this part-time boot camp. And so tonight you're going to see 10 students graduating. They started their journey with us back in October, and when the world actually was a very different place. October feels like so long ago. And they put a lot of effort for not 9 weeks, but for 24 weeks. That's 6 months. So it's not only coming from, it's not only coming from a intensive coding boot camp that's 9 weeks, Monday to Friday, but they have committed for 6 months every Tuesday and Thursday evening and all of their Saturdays to learn how to code. And on top of that, they were all working full time. So I've already told them, but I think it's just, I'm impressed and I have a lot of respect for the commitment and the endurance that they've had over these last 6 months. And it's impressive. I don't know that I would have had it in me to last that long. And so tonight, what you guys are going to see, you're going to see the apps that they built in the last month of the boot camp. Again, they built these apps on the weekends and after work, right? So I can't get over that they were working full-time jobs and also learning to code on the side and building these applications. So on top of all of that, and like I said, this batch has experienced many firsts for us at Livagon. They also spent the last 3 weeks working remotely. So up until the beginning to mid-March, they were able to come into the campus and work together in teams with our teachers' support. But they quickly had to adapt to working remotely. So the majority of these products have been built in a remote setting. Which again, it's really impressive, and I really think that everyone here are rock stars. And I just want to thank you. And I've already said it, but thank you for your flexibility during this time and your adaptability. So, and those traits coupled with your newly minted coding skills will take you very far. Well, and many of you, all of you are already doing really cool things. So what's going to happen tonight, we're going to see 3 teams that are going to present the apps. Again, they built in the last month. And we're going to do it a little bit different this time. We're actually going to do a short Q&A in the middle for those of us to ask questions to the groups and make this a little bit more interactive, since we don't have the live audience that we usually have, and we don't have the big the same type of interactivity. So we want to make this virtually interactive. But it's our first time doing these Q&As, so please bear with us, and we'll see how it goes. So yeah, that's it for me. there's one important point that I just realized I missed, but I think it's a really important disclaimer, and it's and it's also the fact that I just want to, for those of you that aren't familiar with Le Wagon, I want to give some context that in October, when these 10 individuals joined us, they were complete beginners for the most part. Some already came in with some experience, but for the most part, many were complete beginners and they didn't have a background in code. And so the skills that they have acquired and what they're able to build now started in October. And so I think that's going to give you a lot of context for what you're seeing, and hopefully also inspire you, those that are watching, to see how much can be achieved with a lot of hard work and focus and dedication. So yeah. Okay, so I'm going to hand over the screen to the first team, MUI. Sophia will be presenting, and her teammates are Nicholas and Nunu. Sophia, the screen is all yours.
So, hello everyone. I hope everyone is staying safe at home, staying safe and staying at home. First of all, I would like to say that I'm really happy to finish this amazing journey and presenting tonight to the community. Definitely, Le Wagon is a life-changing experience that I want to extend in the future. And I'm really thankful for the limitless help all the teachers gave us and all the efforts of the directors and founders of this program and the way they are doing this. They always cheer up on our success with a beer and a smile. And I can only say good things about this experience, because when you meet and you work with amazing people, that's how you feel. So, during Le Wagon, I had the pleasure to meet Nunu and Nicholas. They are two amazing musicians. And they come to me with the following problem. How many times do you jam with your friends when you're a musician during a couple of months? Like one or two, right? Sometimes you call your friends just to jam and they always find lame excuses and they want to go out. But now you can stop taking their excuses, because now you have MUI. Yeah. So, if I'm a musician, so I went to jam and I heard about this platform MUI. MUI is a platform that you can go up anywhere, anytime, to find new musicians you want to jam with. So let's see what's happening around. So I have a couple of events happening here. That's cool. So Lisbon definitely is hype on events. But since I'm a guitar player, I would like to find a cool jam regarding where I can show off my skills in guitar. So let's see. So Lisbon events for tomorrow, because I really, really want to play. And just intimate event, 5 players. Let's see. Yeah. Show off your guitar skills. Cool. Nice. Nunu. Yeah, it's in Chiado. Cool place. Let's see. Join. I join my guitar. Wow. They say my inscription is pending. These guys are really exigent on playing and accepting people. All right. So I'm feeling like I would like to create my own event, because lately I've been practicing a new instrument, accordion, and I would like to show off my skills. So let's see, create masters of accordion. Let's jam together. So it can be on Sunday. Start time 21. Okay, it's at night, it's better. And I heard a cool place. It's Rua Conde de Redondo. I heard a lot of cool people there. Music style, jazz, not jazz, since it's accordion, could be folk. And I would say 5 people. So yeah, I have to update my profile. Yes. I forgot to put my new instrument. Accordion, of course. Now I create my event. Masters of Accordion. Jam. Tomorrow. And do Conde Redondo, as I said. Music style, folk. 5 players. And now, yeah, I can show off my accordion. I'll find a picture for people to know better the place at Rua do Conde Redondo. And let's create the event. Nice. So I finally create my own event. It seems really cool. And let's try the chat to invite some people. Hey guys. Let's jam with me. The door code is 456%. Don't be late. Ha. Cool. I think it's cool that in the end of the event, you can grab some beers. Yeah, so now I wait for some people to join my event. While I wait, go on my profile and check, whoa, I've increased on followers. Yeah, like my bio. And since I've been playing accordion, I would like to share a guy that really inspires me because of his music and his lyrics. I would like you to show the community to know him. Yeah, of course. That's my idol right now. I always listen to their music, and their lyrics are a masterpiece. So this is my inspiration right now. So let's see if I have participants. Wow, I have 2 new participants on my events. I will accept them for sure. Nunu and Nicholas. Great. So let's go into my events. Nice. So this event is getting real. Let's see if someone tell me something on the chat. Come on, guys. You can tell me something here to plan the events. Maybe these guys are shy. Nice. Now we're talking. That's cool. So, the Wagon, come on. It's the best coding school in the world. Let's jam. Cool. So you see, I'm super, super happy finally that I found Mui, because anytime, anywhere, I can come in this platform and find just players like me that just want to play and have fun. And so everyone that is watching this right now, I invite you to join me and participate in my jam with me. So thank you very much. This was Mui. And as I said, if you are musicians, go on Mui. And I built this together with Nuno and Nicholas, and now we are available for some Q&A.
Do we have the canned clapping, Fred? Really nice job, Sophia. Yeah, there. That's what we have. Really nice job. It's difficult to demo and actually work the keyboard at the same time. So respect. Another first in Le Wagon.
Yeah.
You did great.
Which is so cool. Yeah.
So cool. Let's see if we have any questions. I'm not sure that we have questions yet, but I actually have some questions for you guys, if you would be open, if I may. If someone else wants to. I don't want to dominate the mic. No? Okay. It's on me. I just wanted to ask, first of all, great app. I now that we can't jam together, but I do wish I knew how to jam, because I feel like that would help this quarantine, pass a little bit. Playing a musical instrument or something. But I wanted to know, I think you implemented quite a lot of features, especially you have the chat and everything. But was there anything else that you were, any other features, if you had more time, that you have wanted to add it to the app itself?
For example, if you can like an event instead of signing up. Yes, that's a possibility. We would like also to implement a possibility for people just to go and watch the event and not play, to open the community not just to musicians, but if you like music, you can go and watch the concerts also. Yeah, that's will be some
live streaming. Yeah. Cool. And Emily was asking, will you be moving further with the project after Le Wagon?
Yeah, I guess this was an idea from one of the guys. Nicholas promoted this idea, and he was thinking about it for many years ago. So maybe, I guess, Le Wagon definitely gave it a pull. So I think it will go forward. Yeah.
Yeah. So Nicholas, you want to move it? Nicholas, can you raise your hand?
Yeah.
Okay. You're thinking about taking this app forward.
Yeah, I think so. There could be some upgrades and
restructuring, maybe.
Yeah, because now after we made this app, we understand the coding a bit better. So give it a new revamp it. Is that
the word? Yeah. I mean, it's pretty. I think it's quite normal after projects, right? Because you learned a lot. This is the second app that you've built in Teams, so I think it's pretty common to want to go back and rebuild with everything that you've learned. But yeah, it's cool that you want to take it forward. I look forward to seeing what you guys do. And I have a question for Nunu. Is that okay, Nunu? What was your favorite? What was your favorite part? What was your favorite part of building this app? What surprised you? Let me just preface this with Nuno came in with some programming. You're a programmer. You have the background. So I'm curious, in terms of building the product, what did you enjoy the most?
Well, working with Rails, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. The learning the new language was really cool. Was really nice. Unfortunately, it was hard to manage with the less time that we have.
Mm-hmm.
But as Nicolas said, with time we could build for sure something really, really nice.
Yeah, I think it's
grasping the concepts of Rails. We could get to something really better.
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah.
It's intense, the project weeks. There's not a lot of time, and I think people, I mean, especially when the full-time batch is 2 weeks, but you guys are doing I think you have even less energy and time, right? So again, congratulations. Okay, we have one more question, and I think it's a good one from Philip. What would you guys say was the most challenging feature to implement during the project?
No, this is for you.
Maybe for Nicolas, I would say. For me, we struggled with the design, with the layout of the application.
Yeah.
That's why we struggled the most.
We had
Yeah.
some struggles also with, well, this app is all about a map. So with the map itself, to display correctly all the events and be able to filter through them and make it as simple as possible to go through the data we have in our app.
Yeah. It's yeah, there's a lot of learnings there, right? Okay, cool. Are there any more questions for Team Mui? No? All right. I feel like that was our first successful Q&A in Le Wagon. Huh? Okay. Woo! Okay, let's do this remote demo day. All right. So thank you, Mui. Congratulations, guys. And yeah, well, we'll celebrate after all of this. But congratulations, Sophia, and Nicholas and Dunu. All right. So next up, we have Team Flashy, and this application. Well, I was quite excited about because, well, I love a good flashcard, but I'll let Radu, Bernardo, and Philip tell you why it's so cool. Specifically, Radu. Radu will be presenting Flashy. Radu, I'm handing it over to you.
Thanks, Shannon. Hi, guys. So I'm going to be talking a bit about Flashy. First of all, we built Flashy out of the general need of learning and memorizing new things. Everybody wants to learn, everybody wants to get better, especially in times like this. And my project buddies and I were thinking of how we can further improve our coding skills, as we didn't have an easy way to test our knowledge. Then we came across the concept of spaced repetition, which is an effective learning technique, usually using flashcards. And that is exactly what Flashy does. It's a platform where you can jump in and test your knowledge in different subjects using flashcards. So let me share my screen. All right. So I already logged in. I'm now on the screen where I am. I need to select the categories that I'm interested in. So I'll select the first 3. Good. Then I come to the home page. Here I have a bunch of predefined decks filtered by the categories that I just selected and sorted by the upvotes. All right. So I am ready to search something. I'm going to look for some JavaScript decks. Okay, I see 2, but this one has more upvotes. I'm going to try this one. All right. In the show page of the deck, I can get more information about the deck. I see there are 5 cards in the deck and quite a few of reviews, which is a good sign. So I'm going to start playing it. All right. So bear with me, guys. What command do you use to make a new file? From what I remember, it was touch and then the file name. So that's correct. I knew it. What does the return keyword do? This is a bit vague, so I don't really know what to answer here. Did not know. What is the purpose of writing pseudocode? Well, the purpose of writing it was to put your code into actual words so that it's easy for you to structure your thinking. So all right, I will say that I knew this one. What position properties remove an element from the normal document flow? I'm not so good at CSS, so I actually don't know this one. What's the difference between document get element by ID and document query selector all. I think one was selecting one instance and the other one all of the instances of that class. So I'm just going to check it out, check the answer. All right, not exactly it. So I will press I did not know. Okay, cool. Then I get to the results page. Here I can see I got 3 cards wrong and I was right about 2 of them. I can then retry the wrong ones, play again, or return to the deck. And I can also leave a review. So I'm gonna say good and leave it an upvote. All right, good. So I see that this can already be a very good use case for me learning with the already predefined decks. Now, another quick cool feature that I saw Flashy has is the possibility of adding your own deck of cards. So that it will allow me to upload my own learning material and also allowing other people to play my own deck of cards and leave review for it. So let's do that. So I'm thinking of creating a deck about Ruby arrays. Technology, create. All right, so I created the deck. Then I can add my first card. I'm gonna add only one and then I'm gonna come back to this later. So let's say, what is the method? No, last. Last method or -1. Cool. So I see here card was saved and I already have 1 card in the deck, so then I can continue adding more later. All right. So after all this work in the platform, I want to go and have an overview of what I've already done here and what I've studied. So I can then head to the profile page. And here I get a overview of the decks that I created. I see I have already 3 decks. The decks that I upvoted and the decks that I reviewed. And I also see how many upvotes I got so far. Not so many. Let's hope for some more. All right, cool. Well, I think I found what I was after. Using Flashy, I will be able to further improve my knowledge and yeah, continue with learning how to code. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited to get Flashy. I hope you are too. Thank you.
Oh. Okay.
Special feature.
Yeah, I'm glad you saved that. You really threw me off on what I was going to say there.
We need to have a bit of fun.
I guess Flashy has many meanings, and good that you're not working in marketing right now. Or are you? You are. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You won't be forgotten. Cool, guys. That again, like I said, that app was I was really excited about. Flashcards are something that are really used in the U.S. and it's we use them at Wagon as well, but it's not as common in Europe. I'm finding. So you guys are going to evangelize Europe on the flashcard scene. I have a few questions, but I imagine there might be some, so I don't want to dominate. I don't want to dominate the Q&A. But if you wouldn't mind. I wanted to ask specifically, what did you call the algorithm that you were using for introducing the flashcards?
What we called it?
Yeah, what's the algorithm? I'm not trying to put you on. I just wanted to say, like, in terms of like building the algorithm for how the flashcards are introduced. Maybe this is a too technical question. Everyone's looking like, why wouldn't you? No, I'm not trying to quiz you right now. No, I'm just curious, like how you went about solving that. Does anyone else have questions? Because right now these are all coming from me. How you guys went about, figuring out how to introduce the flashcards and when to delay flashcards and so forth.
I mean, that's actually a feature that we did not have the chance to implement, and that would be something for sure to improve in our application. So at the moment, we are not reminding the user to come back to the. You can only retry the wrong ones, and then once you get them correct, then that's it. That would be the flow.
Oh, okay. So in terms of like next features, is that on the roadmap?
Yeah, for sure.
For continuing Flashy. Okay. And then I'm going to use Philip's question. So wait, first of all, can the Flashy team just raise their hand so that everyone can see Philip and Bernardo as well? Okay, so that's the Flashy team. I want to use Philip's question because I thought it was a good one. What would you say, Philip, was the most challenging feature for this app?
I mean, there are many things that were very challenging to implement. Sometimes it works it's the dilemma that it works on my machine, but it doesn't work on the other guy's machine. So that was some problem we had. But I think sometimes the design also, a lot of the times we were thinking like, what would be the best way to shape this to the user so it would be a better user experience. So but I think like not on my side. I think from Radu, he implemented a lot of the features like the retries for the cards that the user did not get right. So that was a cool feature that actually Radu implemented, and I was thinking it was pretty cool. So maybe he can say more about that than me.
I think also the flipping thing that I think you did this, Philip. That was pretty cool too. How to flip the thing was really nice.
Thanks. Bernardo, I'm curious in terms of like, I know that you're interested in data science. You have a recording studio. Like, what are you going to build next? What is the next project for you now with this like coding superpower? Is it to continue with Flashy? Like, what is it specifically?
I think I might need searching for something in this business actually right now. Even this crazy remote situation, that'd be interesting for me to find something as a developer. I already started studying the data science too, but I really enjoy this full stack thing.
You like web development?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I thought it was fun, man. And actually, I like a lot the front end. I thought that was really boring, but now I enjoy a lot.
Okay.
But that's pretty interesting.
Cool. It's funny, Mui was saying the front end was the most. It just depends on the team and the students, right? We all have there's front end and back end, right? So cool. Well, guys, I think we have one question from Telu, your very smiley teacher assistant. Telu is asking, have you thought about monetization? How could you make money with this app? I feel like, Telu is the entrepreneur in the group. So yeah, hence the New York City skyline. I guess the question is, are you wanting to move forward with the app?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's really low examples on this in the web. We met a big one like Anki, that's a big one, but also we felt that a few features that we could improve it. So yeah, but I think we need to put a lot of effort on this to make money. But I don't know if this is gonna be the goal right now. I think each one of us maybe gonna try to do something else.
Okay, Tella will take it over and he'll monetize it.
Yeah, you can do it, man.
Thank you guys.
That's why he's a TA in Livagon, because he's just kind of looking, searching. I'm joking. No, you guys can everyone bring your ideas to Livagon. Tella will execute them for you. All right, guys. Well, congratulations. And thank you for, sorry for loading for asking such a seemingly loaded question at the beginning. Okay, so last but not least, we have Team Wadi, which, well, there's a lot of passion in this team, specifically from one individual on the mission of Team Wadi, I would say. So I want to give it up for Frederic, Gonçalo, Mariana, and Nunu. And maybe we can do now a little hand raise just so everyone sees in advance who Team Wadi is. Cool. Gonçalo is going to be presenting, so I'll hand it over to Gonçalo.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I'd just like to compliment and thank all our teachers and our tutors, let's say, for the past 6 months, because a lot of the products you'll see today wouldn't be the way they are without them. And I'm missing a lot on the beers and the ciders that were for free during those afternoons. So if you guys just could send them over to my place, that would be awesome. Other than that, I'm here to present you this coolest project ever. So I'd like to propose you a situation. It's basically a question to all of you, is how many of you have friends who do CrossFit to the point of addiction, i.e. to the point where they simply cannot shut up about it? Like, yeah. I was not going to ask for a show of hands for an obvious reason, and the reason is self-evident. It's not that I cannot see you. It's more because all CrossFitters are junkies about the sport. So all of your friends who do CrossFit won't shut up about it. I know that for sure. So for these guys, sometimes life gets in the way, right? They have an actual job that they need to attend on a daily basis. And sometimes that job, unfortunately, leads them abroad, right? So imagine the following scenario. You're a Londoner, and your company tells you you need to go to Lisbon for a couple of days. Presume, as you do, right, you do CrossFit every day, which is most of the cases for these guys. So how do you keep up with your daily intake of CrossFit? Because you need to. Well, you book a drop-in. That's what a CrossFitter would say, right? Well, but the thing is that a conundrum arises from that proposition, which is, which drop-in shall I book? In which box? Does the box have a website? Or just a Facebook or Instagram page? Do I need to call them? Do they even have a phone number? It would be great for these addicts to have an app that aggregates all of this information together and allows them to check the best boxes, book classes in them, and basically, you can look no further than Wadi, because that's exactly what we made. So I'm going to share my screen. And here you have it. This is Wadi for you guys. So in Wadi, you can see a vast array. Array is a technical term. You can see a vast array of boxes that you can search. So imagine, let's use the example I gave previously, that you're a Londoner and you're going to Lisbon. You've just arrived in Lisbon and you want to find a box nearby you. Well, let's try and pick this box for no particular reason other than one of our group members is the owner. We can check the reviews of the box, see that it's a wonderful place, check its voting. It's actually a 3-star box, so I'd say that's pretty cool. I want to book a lesson there. Let's go. I'll book a lesson for, let's say, tomorrow at 1 p.m. Yeah, I know it's lunchtime, but I mean, if you have CrossFit, why do you need lunch? So you just try and book it, and this will pop up. It's fully integrated with Stripe. So for those who are not familiarized with Stripe, basically you don't have a digital wallet. You just pay through your regular credit card or debit card. By the way, this is the perfect way to do product placement. I mean, we developed a whole app around one of our members' business. It's just great for him. So as you can see, now it is paid. It is right here for us tomorrow at 1 p.m. During lunchtime. But imagine that you had already used the app, so you want to just review a previous box that you have attended that you really liked, so that other users can actually, when they are searching for their boxes, they can actually check your review and see if they are willing to pay for a drop-in. So let's give it a 5-star and say it was awesome, despite not being owned by Nuno. Okay. As you can see, now a review displays on the profile page, let's say, of the box. And that's basically it. So to be short and sweet, if you have a friend who is a complete CrossFit junkie, or if you're just a regular guy like me, an average Joe who thinks, well, I might as well give it a try so he shut up about it, so he can shut up about it, look no further than Wadi. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone.
Congratulations, Gonzalo. I think a very nice pitch. Okay, so can Team Wadi please hold up their hands again? Woo! Tello, you're not Team Wadi. He's excited about CrossFit as well. Tello's gonna go do his box jumps or whatever you guys do in CrossFit. I don't know. I didn't know you were a CrossFitter.
He started a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, no, you convinced him to go to your box?
Indeed.
Oh, you have a very passionate man. He is going to be. Tello as a CrossFitter is it's the ultimate CrossFitter, I think. Okay, so guys, questions. I'll start, and I'll try to keep it simple this time. Not talk about your algorithms, but first, Mariana, could you tell me what was one of the more fun features that you feel what feature was most fun for you to implement in this project?
Hi, everyone. Honestly, I really like the first part of the project where we actually kind of designed the whole thing or what we wanted to look like. I think the most fun for me, so I stick to most of it with the show pages, so the profile pages, and I kind of picked it because it was what I was looking forward to do it the most. So yeah, I had a lot of fun and learned a lot. So it was great.
Okay, I have some questions coming from the group. Telu wants to know what are the next. We have a lot's coming in. Wait, I have to start with the first. Emily wants to know, what was your biggest learning from the project?
No.
I'm over here. Basically, for me, the biggest struggle I had was with the map. I had a lot of issues working with it. But getting from point 0 to actually have something working, it gave me a completely different view of what an app actually is. And all the things you need to put into it just to have something showing up. Mm-hmm. Most of it came, the back end started with Gonzalo. But yeah, that was the biggest learning, was everything that's behind something so simple sometimes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, that's why we try to give a lot of disclaimers to those that join us who don't have any, insight into what it means to actually build an app from scratch. And yeah, so I think Nuno, now you have an appreciation for it, a respect for the profession of coding and building. Okay, so we have Carlos wanted to know. You guys are now going crazy with the questions. Where was this over the last 30 minutes, huh? You guys, it's like it's ending. Let's extend this as long as possible.
Money again.
Sorry?
Still trying to make money again.
Yeah, well, obviously. Carlos wants to know, how were the last weeks being remote? What was the silver lining in that? Maybe this is a good question for the group. Even though I still have a few more questions for Wadi, but maybe this is a question for the group. How were the last, 3 weeks being remote? What learnings did you take away from it?
I think it was a real. I can share my view on this one. I think it was a real advantage, maybe compared with the usual batches, because probably some of us will actually do a lot of remote working in the future. And if it's difficult, to be honest, to work on an app or a project with 4 different people when you're in the same room, working on it while you're remote, and everyone is trying to do a different thing, but that it's actually depending on what the others are doing. I think it was very real, a real life experience, let's put it like that. And it was challenging at times, but the teachers helped us with that. We had like a point of situation before we started every class, or before actually getting to work, and that helped for sure to align everyone. But I think it was actually a good thing that came out of this horrible situation, of course.
Yeah, well, that's great to hear. Yeah, I appreciate that. I think there is a silver lining, and I think that many of you, while you're in your jobs right now, and I don't know if you're looking to change, but you will want to in the future. And remote work is definitely, an option that many like to take. So, and it takes a different skill set, and it takes really strong communication. So I think you guys probably had that tested in these last 3 weeks for sure. Cool. Anyone else? Any learnings from remote work? If you're not as positive and optimistic as Mariana, don't share. Okay. I'm joking. Half joking. No. Because that Mariana's answer was so good. We don't want to risk, No, you guys can be honest. It's fine. No, thank you for sharing, Mariana. And we're going to go to the next question because someone's telling me. Okay, next we'll take a few questions. So, do you guys think your app is ready to be promoted through Nunu's CrossFit? So that was actually another question I had. Because Nunu is, by the way, Nunu, can you raise your hand? Is the CrossFitter here. And are you guys wanting to move forward with this app?
Okay, so the intention was to put this app working because one of the biggest problems I actually have at the box is I have a lot of people that travel for work, and it's really difficult to book a simple drop-in, and it's getting worse and worse. Both boxes don't answer your emails, they don't answer your messages by Facebook, and they end up losing a lot of money, and the people I want to train end up not being able to train. So the intention was to get this working, but right now with all the situation that we have, so no traveling for anyone, and no one getting out of the house. We'll have to postpone it a little bit, but yes, the intention is to try to get that working and tell them, let's make it profitable.
Tell us your business, not just your coding mentor, but your business consultant after the boot camp. There you go. All right. Do we want to we'll take one more question. I think there was one more here. And then we can start wrapping up. Or be there wasn't. Okay, it's about telemonetizing the app.
Be a commission.
Commission, yeah. So yeah, I think unless anyone has any more questions for these guys, I think we're gonna start to wrap it up. Unless anyone wants to share any famous last words with our audience of millions on Facebook, in anyone's future employers that will see this in the future. So. All right, guys. So I just, first of all, I want to say, and I've already said this before, but, again, thank you for your flexibility. And I hope that everyone here, you feel good about what you've achieved, and just recognize that this is just the beginning of you taking these skills and going to the next level. And when all of this is over and we're back, being able to touch hands, not just elbows, or even touch elbows, if that's going to be the new thing for the next decade. I hope to see everyone back at the space because, like I said before, while you've already been a part of our community for 6 months. 6 months. You guys have been doing this for 6 months. Tomorrow's your first Saturday free. Yeah, let's get off this call. Go celebrate alone. No, well, yeah, I'll look at mine already. No, but just to say that the community is what really makes Livagon special, and it just keeps on giving. And so we're really happy to have you guys a part of this. And when everything is said and done, we will be celebrating this in person together, even if it's in May, June. Well, let's not go past that. But we'll be celebrating this in person together. I also wanted to say a big thank you to the teachers. I think you guys, will also back me in just saying, like, it's not easy, even for you, especially for you guys, to give up your evenings and your Saturdays, but also for the teachers, for making that commitment and showing up on their Saturdays and their weekends to support you and be there for you. And we just really appreciate it as well, that we have a team that's willing to do that. So thank you to the teachers, and thank you to the whole team, including the students, for all the flexibility, and again, in these last 3 weeks being remote, and being up for doing this demo day remotely, which I think is super cool too. And not to take too much limelight away from the students right now, but I also, I just wanted to give a special shout out to Bitmood, who has been our video producer for all these demo days for 3 years now. Fred's hiding himself from the camera. But for those listening, if you need a video producer in these next 3 months to do all of your online webinars, because that's what everyone does now, are webinars and virtual classes, and you don't know how to do it and you want it to look super pro, speak with Fred at Bitmood, and he's got you sorted. So sorry to make a call out. I just, I'm gonna back Fred right now. And I think that is it for me. I also wanted to give one last shout out, and if anyone else wants to shout out to your grandmother, or I don't know, whoever's watching, more than welcome. But we have a lot of alumni that I haven't seen their names in quite a while that are showing up on Facebook. And so I just wanted to say hi to all of them. Felipa, Abrar, Sharon was more recent, but just say hi to all of them. And anyway, it feels good to see familiar names. So Fred, I'm gonna tell you, soon to cut the Facebook Live, but I'm going to ask the students to stay on just so we can, talk more intimately with each other. And that sounded weird. But anyway, just so that we can talk with each other. I really need to script this. Can't really go off the cuff. And I just want to say thank you to everyone else for tuning in and showing your support. And we hope that you continue to have as an exciting night as you did with us over this last hour. And thank you for tuning in. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, Fred, you can cut.